Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is your daily tarot for Thursday, the 11th of October 2018. Changing it up a little bit today. It's a new spread. It's going to be a 4-card Major Arcana spread and then one from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. Now, this spread is going to show us where we've come from, where we're going, what's coming towards us, and what is leaving us. Now the camera gets everything round the other way, so I am going to continue to read towards me. But don't worry, that's just about how it looks. The message is the same. So I'll just give one last shuffle. And one last cut. Okay, here's the first card. What's coming towards us? The Star. How wonderful. Star in the upright, no less. What could be better than moving towards this star? As we know, Venus is retrograde at the moment, and every day that Venus is retrograde, we are getting nearer to Venus going direct again. There's a bit of a way to go yet. Excuse me, just taking a little pull on my e-cigarette. Okay, what is leaving us? Sun in reverse. Okay. Or rather, where we've come from. Sun in reverse. Good God. Yes, how lovely. Okay. What's coming towards us? The Hierophant. And what's leaving us? Temperance in the reverse. What a lovely, lovely reading. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, so we're moving towards hope, and we're moving towards no longer needing to cover up and no longer needing to limit ourselves. Because as we see from the water pouring out of the jugs here, there's just more. There's just more and more and more. There's no need to conserve anything. There's no need to hold anything back. There is plenty to go round. And yeah, we're in the darkness here, but the darkness is illuminated, ever illuminated. And on the branch above the lady here, we have the owl of wisdom watching as the unprotected and not vulnerable, the unprotected woman pours forth of herself. This is a place of freedom as well as hope. And I mean, hope's an interesting thing because you know, hopes can so often be dashed and can so often seem foolish. But I think that hopes that are dashed and that seem foolish are not actually hopes. What they are is expectations. And expectation is like hope with a should. And while you are never a fool to hope, you are always a fool to expect. But there's no expectation here. She's not expecting to get anything back. She has so much. She can just pour and pour and pour. So while there's great sort of openness and nakedness here, it's not coming from a place of vulnerability whatsoever. This is very, very near the end of the tarot cycle when we've been through so much. and endured and survived so much that we understand that we are now in a position to give. Right. Okay. So that's what we are moving towards. We are moving away from the sun in reverse. Damn good thing too, I would say. We're moving away from inner disconnection, inner lack of integration, inner mismatches. The primary mismatch we have inside us is the mismatch between the way we think things are and the way things really are. And to live with a contradiction, a mismatch, a gap between those two things inside is profoundly damaging. And if for some reason or another you live or are forced to live with a mismatch like that over an extended period of time, I truly believe that that kind of mismatch between what's presented and what actually is, between what seems to be and what actually is, enduring that kind of mismatch and kind of trying to make it fit inside is the genesis of ill health of every sort. And it's a delight to see that we're moving away from that. Fantastic. Good. Right, what's coming towards us is the Hierophant. So there's an ordering of the inner space. And quite frankly, that makes perfect sense. If we're moving towards hope and moving away from inner disconnect, what's coming towards us matches that beautifully in the person of the Hierophant, because the Hierophant is, as I say, the ordering of the inner space. It's the structuring and the reification of the spiritual element inside us, the personal spiritual element, and how the personal spiritual element of us marries up with the external and impersonal and universal spiritual space that we all live in. So there's a fantastic sense of ordering here from these individual healings of the star and the sun in reverse, what we're moving towards and what we're moving away from. And coming in to meet us here is this kind of peaceful establishment of relations between the personal spiritual aspect of us and the collective spiritual aspect of us. How wonderful. So that's what's coming towards us. What's moving away from us is Temperance in the reverse. Good God, how wonderful. I mean, Temperance in the reverse is, in a sense, the instability that is caused by not connecting comfortably with what is outside of us. Because in the Temperance card, when the Temperance card kind of goes wrong, well, when the Temperance card goes right, we have a kind of self-contained balance, where we see the Angel of Temperance pouring the water from one jug to the other in perfect function. And so it's self-contained, and it just kind of moves very comfortably from one side to the other. There's no spillage, there's no wobbling. It's a place of stasis. When the Temperance card is in the reverse, that stasis becomes blockage. It becomes a short circuit, a closed circuit. and it becomes sort of stubborn in its refusal to look beyond itself. And, basically, if you're too caught up and insist on being caught up with your own inner structure in a way that eschews and rejects data from the outside, you are going to end up wobbling. It's like trying to exist as a sole entity in the collective space, and that will inevitably create wobble and instability and unpleasantness. That energy is moving away from us. So there is profound integration coming here, and it is profound because it is the combination of the inner and the collective, the individual and the universal. This is where we have moved up from the root chakra via the sacral, via the solar plexus, via the heart, via the throat, via the third eye to the crown chakra, where all that energy that is inside us moves comfortably and productively and creatively out beyond us, into the universal and collective consciousness, the universal and collective space. There can be no true inner integration without that inner integration also expressing itself outside of us in, as I say, a comfortable, productive and creative way. And that's what this reading is showing. So, good. Right, I'm going to pull one from Kuan Yin. Okay, there it is. Oh, how lovely. We get Holy Sisters. How wonderful. Now, we have three sisters already on the table. We have the Lady in the Star, we have the Angel of Temperance, and we have the lady here in the couple in the Sun card. So we have unity here. I'm just going to put that down like that. We have unity, and it's a three-pronged affair here. We have the three girls here, we have the three feminine entities on the table. This is a three-pronged matter. Because we have the self, and we have the collective, and then we have what is born of the union of the self and the collective. And that is the triangular nature of the holiness of these three sisters. And the product of that is the new life of this innocent, beautiful, and imbued with hope little creature here, looking up at the stars at night, as the trinity of self, other, and the collective dances around it. What a beautiful sight. Right. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. If you would like a private reading, all the information you need is in the description box below, and I'll see you again soon for another reading. All best. Bye-bye.